Hello everybody, I'm Hawaiian Hillbilly. Welcome to another live stream. You guys know the routine. I've got to set up my laptop so I can monitor chat. All right, got that done. Oh, let's see. I gotta scroll my screen just a touch, guys. There we go. All right. All right, so the first thing we're going to do today is we're just going to sleep until the next day. All right, now let's take a look at the map just to see what we got going on today. Let's say ready to harvest. There is the field up there. What? I can't even see, I can't even tell what that says. The red marker means, what does red? Remove foliage from that field over there. Is that one of ours? Nope. I didn't think so. Okay, we're gonna have to sleep for one more day. We got one field right over here. Well, we're looking for that. I think we want that field right there. And then we're going to sleep to do this field. Let me see. Let's see what this field is over here. Do we own it? We do. So I'm not sure, well, I can't remember what kind of crop we might have planted over there. Let's just grab our truck. It's fast. And then we will just cruise over there right quick and see. I believe that field's right here. Bam. What do we got? Looks like wheat. I wish I could read what was on the screen there, the game screen. I think we can get all that just in one harvester tank full. Ooh, easy. We're just going to park this over here if we need it, just in case. Whoops. I should be on the other side, shouldn't I? I can't remember which side I need to be on now. Let's pick this thing up. Might be the other side. Yeah, must be. Yeah, on the left. I always forget that this is where that big old hole is. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Just got started a few minutes ago. I am not going to take the time to put this in the truck and all that this time. I don't really need to. I hope that locks on. There it goes. I don't even need to Yeah, I need to go down here because I gotta empty the harvester, and then we might as well do maintenance while we're back here. We're just going to do maintenance while we're back here, guys. We might as well get fuel. And I've got to pull up a little bit farther than I did before. Maybe that'll work. Last time it didn't even recognize the header. It recognized the trailer. Now we have all three. Oh, the trailer's in good shape. Harvester, header, okay? Okay, now we're going to go ahead and take this harvester all the way up to our other field that we're going to be working on, the next one. Now I have come to find it's a lot easier to drive in first person as far as getting across this bridge up here is concerned. Trees aren't in the way, I can see better. Perfect. Yeah, up here in this corner is, well, we could look at contracts, but I don't really want to do contracts. I know we can just sleep one day and then we can do this field up here. So we're just going to park this right here. This is where we're going to use it. And this we can take, let's see, well, we can take it up there too because we didn't need it. So we'll take it up there. Ooh. Now we still got to plant that field. We got to get it back under seed. Not so easy. Ooh. That wasn't so easy to see out of. Okay, now what we need is our fertilizer spreader. And there we go. Just drive past it and go on. We'll take this up to the other field. All right. It's a little easier to get across that bridge in first person. Okay, now I think what I want to do is cultivate that field. Well, we can plow it. It doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and plow it. I'm not going to plant it. I'm just going to plow it. Yeah, I'll just plow it. We are going to, we're going to plow all this up into one field here. Now this is all we're going to do on this field, because we're going to harvest all this other stuff, and then we're going to plow all this up and make one big field. So we're just getting it ready. this field plowed? Yep. Well, no, it's not. So we own this field too. We might as well plow it. I hope. Here, I need to look at this. Fertilized, 0. Okay. So that tells me I need this guy again. So I can fertilize that field while I'm there. I need to have all those fields ready as I harvest them. But we're going to plow everything up between them. We'll create fields, so we're going to extend. So we're going to come all the way back over here. But I want to make sure I have that done. Well, that field's got to be plowed too, doesn't it? I need to fertilize it first, though. And then we'll plow it right quick. Well, it takes a little bit to get over here just to drive one pass across this field when we're in order to fertilize it, but that's what we got to do, so. We're going to be able to catch this. Yeah, I think we can. Let's see if we can just go straight across this field now. We'll be able to get everything in one pass. Okay. Come back down here for that right there. But it needed to be done. It had to be done. We'd have had to do that at some point. And if we get out of rotation, then it might not be as good as just fixing it now. Yeah, it's a little bit easier to negotiate that bridge right there when I can see what I'm doing. we better go up this way. We'll end up in that river. Okay, now we can plow this field. Let that helper run just for a second. I'll put that controller down for a minute. Relax my hand. All right, now we're going to go take this back to the farm, and we're going to get the cultivator. We're going to get our cultivator. All right, now we're headed back up to the top side. That's all we're going to do with that lower field there that we was just working on. That's all we're going to do. Whoa, that got a little bit crazy. We're just going to park this over here. Now, what we have to do was right here. Because what we're going to do is we're going to sleep until the next day. Now, I am going to save the game. I don't normally do that, but because we got those fields prepped, I'm going to save it. And now we're going to go sleep until the next day. And then we've got our big soybean field. I think it should be ready to harvest. I'm pretty sure it will be. We shall find out very quickly. Oh, I saw some bad weather. Where? Oh, I thought this one would be ready to harvest. Oh no. Oh. Now it's ready to harvest. I thought it was supposed to be ready to harvest. But then I was like having a problem. Now see, these are soybeans fields down here, I think. But anyway, once this is, oh, we can harvest that one too. That's for the chickens. I wonder if we should run down here and harvest this one right quick. No. No, I think we're okay. That one will still be there next month. And this one will be ready. All those will be ready. Well, we better get this one now. Yeah, we better get that one now. Let's do that. I don't really want to do that, but I think that's going to be the best approach. It's a small field. It won't take long. I think it's going to be best for us. Yeah, and it's wheat or something, wheat or barley or something. It's for the chickens. We're just going to go take care of it, guys. Sorry. We're going to come back to that field. It's going to be a long night. I can tell. It's going to be a long night. And the next live stream will be too, because we've got a bunch to do. In fact, it might become two. I might split it up. Oh. This is the field we're looking for, so let's pull over right here where our sign is at. Oh. We're just going to drop it right here. Oh, there's a fence there. I didn't know there was a fence there. we're going to need the truck down here too. But better we go ahead and yeah, gotta bring the tree on over here. I had forgotten about this needing to be done. We'll get some of those trees away from the edge of our field. Let me see, I want to kind of look and see if it looks like I got everything there. Yeah, I thought I might have missed just right up in that corner. I might have missed a couple of them. Okay. Send the helper. Let's go get our truck and bring it back down here. We've got to go ahead and do that, guys, so that part's out of the way. I don't want to save that until after I get done with this big field is going to be tired. So we'll just go ahead and take care of this field first. And all we're going to do is harvest it, and then we'll probably fertilize it. But we might wait on the fertilizer because it's up at the other end also. Let me get through here without wrecking. Now we can just park right here, guys. Now normally when I have that big field, I would not be doing these smaller fields on top of it. But we're just going to harvest and we're going to fertilize it. I'm not going to plow it or anything this time. I'm just going to leave it sit there. I'm not going to worry about replanting it right now. I should, but I'm not going to. I'll take care of that though. Yeah, I gotta remember to come over here to this field with that tree be gone, so I can get rid of some of these trees that are right here on the edge. I wasn't sure that guy was able to back up quite far enough to get everything, but he did. Hi, Joy. How are you? Okay, that's good. I'm glad. And we're just going to finish harvesting this little field right here, and then we got a great big field we got to go harvest. So we already plowed, or we already, yeah, we plowed one field. Actually, we plowed two fields. And then we're harvesting this field, and we are going to fertilize it. And then we have a big field that we're going to be doing. So we'll be here for a while tonight. I can't remember if I was able to get this entire field in one tank. I don't think I was. I think I had to use the truck. But that's okay. We have the truck right here waiting. I don't think he'll just get started on this pass, and he'll have to empty that tank. Oh, that guy. Yeah, I had a feeling that guy was going to miss something. Well, that's all right. We'll fix it. Yeah, that's a real good idea, Jory. Now that big truck, if you're playing on a big map and it has some big fields on it and stuff, then it's worth it to have that semi with that one trailer that I showed you. But otherwise, that pickup truck and the dump with the dump bed on it is all anybody needs. I gotta make sure I got everything he missed right here, guys. Okay. Now we can shut that off. Ooh, easy. Easy. Yeah, this truck is much more convenient. Especially if you're playing on a small, like you have smaller fields, you don't really need that great big truck, big trailer. Okay, so now, where did I park my trailer? There it is. Yeah, good. Yeah, I really like it. I usually have that one. I usually have that one, and I like this truck. I'll show you which truck I actually use. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, that one, the Roadrunner Plus. I always use that tractor right there, or truck. It's called a tractor. But I always use that one. And then with that trailer that I showed you, the red one, that's all the way at the end. I always have that one too. I don't have it on this map, I don't need it. But those two things. Now let's see. Now we can just get turned around and go back over to the other. There's apparently a fence post. There's a fence right here or something. I don't know what's in the way over there. Yeah, oh, there's a little fence. Why is there a little fence right there? That don't make sense. I'm gonna get stuck in that little. I do too. I can remove that fence because I own that land. I probably should do that, but now I will use fences in certain spots, but only for visibility purposes, because I can't see some of the fences, the in-game fences, so I'll put another fence right beside it so I can see them. All right, now we're getting ready to go up here and we're going to harvest this big field up here in the corner of the map at the top. We're going to harvest this field right here, and then we'll replant it. And that's a soybean field. So the first thing we'll do is we'll take a headland row around this whole thing. Well, actually, I don't really need to do that. Probably don't really need to do that. Let's see. Let's park. Yeah, just push it out of the way. That's good. That's good. Now we can drop that off right there. Oh, bit carried away. Alright. Now, I cannot work with this guy sitting in the field though. I gotta move him. And now he can just sit right there like that. Alright, now we're just gonna start. We can start right here. And we're gonna take a headland row all the way around. Ooh, careful. Now this is a pretty good sized field, so it'll take us a while to finish this one. Shadows can make it hard to see. And in our last live stream, we put in a couple of new fields right there on both sides of the railroad track. And I think they turned out pretty cool. That right there, that turned out pretty cool. It runs all the way to the full length of the map, except for this part right here. I can't get in through there. But that worked out real well like that. It looks really nice on the map. That whole section looks cool. Still here, Joy? Okay. Just checking on you. It's hard for me to tell. It doesn't tell me, the chat room doesn't tell me when people leave the room. Only when they enter some kind of text. It doesn't tell me when people come or go. So it's hard to tell when people leave the chat. And I can't always be looking at the laptop screen. I've got to be watching the TV so I can actually try to accomplish something here. But yes, November 12th. So just over 2 months, we got about 10 more weeks, November 12th. You're welcome. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I might go to GameStop or someplace like that and pre-order my game. I don't know if I will or not, but I might. Now, one thing I'm going to do while I'm here, since we're already here, is we're going to do this. I can't do anything about these little barricades being here. They're just here. I moved them. I actually used my harvester and just pushed them out of the way, and that worked all right, but they respawn. So you cannot permanently move them from over here. So we're just going to work ourselves around them right here, because they are going to cause a problem for the helper. But we're going to kind of help eliminate that problem just a little bit right here. And I don't necessarily mind obstacles like that. I don't care for this obstacle because I did not put it there. But I do have on my other map, one of my other maps, I have islands out in the middle of my fields where I left trees out in the middle of the fields and rocks. There we go. Now we got that all. We don't have to do it later. It's already done. One way or another, I have to do that. Looks like, well, there's a possibility we'll make it all the way around this field one time before we have to empty this harvester. I couldn't remember whether we do or not, whether we can, if we can make it. Yes, that's right. Yeah, there's a lot of objects on these maps that you can pick up. I used to drive my, you know, the pickup truck you get at the beginning when you first start the map, the new farmer, they give you equipment. So you normally get that little truck, like we got this white truck, right? That white one. I used to drive around with that truck right there and pick stuff up from other people's houses and stuff like that. But yeah, it always respawns, so. So I went around and picked me up some lawn chairs and stuff like that, which was cool. But you should be able to keep that stuff. Yeah, I thought that was fun, doing that, driving around and gathering up stuff from other people's houses. Yeah, I thought so too. That's one of the reasons I got in the habit of not saving this game while I'm playing it. I just save it when I'm done, because like doing stuff like that, driving around in a truck and loading it up with stuff, when it respawns, I'd rather just keep straight playing instead of stopping all the time to save stuff. But sometimes I will save it. I did earlier. I saved it today already. But yeah, it's too bad we can't keep that stuff we pick up. Oh boy, we're almost all the way around. Feels like that tanker's getting heavy though. Now what we're going to do once we get around here and get reconnected with our headland row is we're going to go up by the railroad tracks and start from up that side and work our way back down this direction. So when we're done, the whole field will finish down here. We're going to work that side over there and then work that side down to the trailer, and then we'll finish up right here. We'll end right here, finishing down here. Yeah, this was 3 fields. This was 3 fields. There was 1 field here, 1 field over here, and 1 field up here. And I just combined them to make 1 big field. I did the same thing. I'm doing that right here too. I already did that here. You can see there's like 4 fields. And then I'm going to add this one to this field too. But that'll be a little bit later. I like doing that, making bigger fields. At least some. We're going to do that over here too, without where I just was working right here. I'm going to combine all this right here, make 1 big field. So we'll have some big fields on this map. I'm kind of just playing on this map until waiting for FS25 to come out. I just wanted to play this map because it was something new. I had not played on it before. Now we're going to go back up by the railroad tracks, and then we will just turn to helper loose. And to those of you who are watching and are not in chat, thank you very much. I do appreciate you guys that watch the live stream. Okay. Yeah, that would be nice, Joy, because that way I know if you're not in the chat no more. I don't want you to, I don't want to ignore people. Looks like did we miss something? Is that just, no, it's just the way the light looks, okay. Oh, good, I'm glad we didn't miss anything. Actually, what I'm going to do is that right there, we're going to go ahead and empty this tank. I think that's the thing to do. Oh, we're still way over here. All right. So we got to take care of this part. This is the field we just came down here and harvested. So we are going to go over here just long enough to feed the chickens. We'll stop right here, feed the chickens. They shouldn't need much, but we'll give them whatever they want. They can have. Nope, they didn't take much. Now we will go empty the rest of this. Joy, look here. See this tank right here, this black tank? I don't know if you use these or not, but like that thing gives you free fertilizer, free lime, free seeds. Well, we're just going to dump the rest of this in our own silo right there. So that black tower right there gives you free, yeah, let me show you where that's at. Let me see. Whoops. Under construction, construction, and then it's going to be under containers. Look here. Let's see. We're going to go here, containers. So under buildings, containers. Look here. That's a fuel tank. That's the one I have. And it gives you free fuel. There's a one in here that gives you free fuel. We'll find it here in a second. I want to show you. Look here. Free field work. So Joy, go under containers. That black one right there is free. This one is not. This one is not. They look the same, but only one of them gives you free stuff. So look for that one right there. And then there's a fuel tank also that gives you free fuel. Is that it? Yeah. Free fuel tank right there. So in containers. I think these were mods though. You kind of have to look through the mod store. But I think that black one is that's base game. That black one I just showed you. There's two of them. There's one that looks old, that's free. Where is it at? Right there. And then there's another one, a newer looking one. But anyway, that'll get you some free stuff. Okay, so let's. And that's the free fuel tank right there. That gives you free fuel. I always use those on my farm. So actually that black tower is one of the first things I always buy to put on my farm. Ooh, easy. See these fences? I don't like fences that much, but these white ones I use just to mark out boundaries, and I can see them. Because like up here, on the chicken coop, now they have a fence right here already, but you can't see it, it's green. So I use this white fence where I can see it. All right, let's get back out here. Let's get this truck back up to the other end. So we can empty it. Oh no. What happened to it? Oh, slow down. Oh no. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, that is the first time I ever actually got stuck on one of those chillers. It bounced all the way up on there. Oh no. Oh! Boom. Good job. At least we saved it. Yeah, I was wondering if maybe it got by an animal. Ah, that's too bad. Oh, well, that's a cute name for a chicken. Now we're going to hire a helper. Actually, I think I'd rather do it the way I normally do. Start over on this side. Let's see, let me start up just a little bit off center. Let's see if I can get the alignment a little bit better. I have not attempted to drive the train before, but I do seem to remember that I had heard about that in somebody else's video one time. I've never tried to do it though. Have you done it? I will have to try that sometime. I have not done that. Actually, I had, if I did know about that, I had forgot that you could do that. It does seem like I heard that in somebody else's video, but I had never done it myself. Now, thankfully, a lot of this field, working this field, is just riding along with the helper. But it takes about 5 hours or so to do this field. Let me make sure this guy starts in the right spot. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Looks like this guy'll be okay. On the other end, he was in the wrong spot last time. I had to do it myself. We're just going to move the truck over. We'll bring it over this way. Now it's just a matter of a slow ride until we get all the way down to the other end of the field, down that way. And then we'll have to help. When it gets down there by where the house is, then we'll have to help them a little bit to work around that edge right there. I'll probably have to help this guy right here until we get away from the railroad tracks. Actually, we could just do this. I think maybe if we do this, it'll help us. Let's come through here one time, like this. Cut one more row down. Nice. Okay, Joy, it was nice to see you. Bye. All right, guys, I got to take a quick break. Hopefully this helper can do a decent job. If not, I'll fix what he messes up when I come back. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Well, we're just going along for the ride, guys. Oh, almost forgot to like my own live stream. I'm just going to add a little more space here, guys, for our harvester. And help him out just a little bit more. Just like that. That's good. He does not have room to get turned around in here hardly. All right. So he should be able to work pretty good now. Now hopefully we'll stay out of the river. This worked out pretty nice by helping it, cutting this around that barricade a little bit sooner. Worked out really nice. Because I don't have to be doing it now. Where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? Acts like this guy's going to start in the wrong spot. I'll have to help him. Might surprise me though. Nope. No surprises, not today. Okay, just about ready for another tank load. Now we've been streaming for an hour and a half, guys. We're just going to ride along. That's all we can do. I hope everybody who's watching, I hope you guys have had a good day. I've had a good day. It's been a long day. But I don't have much to do tomorrow. Or really, later today. So it gives me a chance to kind of stay up and do some streaming tonight, which is good because this field takes about 5 hours or so. Let's see, where's our fertilizer spreader? We want to bring that up to the top because that's where we'll be using it first. I gotta back up just a little bit. We can do a little bit of multitasking up here. We just have to keep an eye on things, that's all. Oh, we want to move just a little bit because I don't want to make an extra pass just to catch that little edge. There we go. So now we can put the cultivator to work. Okay, this guy can sit up here. Now let's go back. Make sure we didn't miss anything with this guy. Okay, now we can go to the cultivator. And we can go ahead and get the cultivator started. I better not start it yet. I could go ahead and start it, but I really don't want to. I really just want to wait. I think we will multitask the cultivator, and the seeder when that time comes. But that's not where we're at yet. We're not ready for that yet. Yeah, this field takes quite a while, guys. It's not the biggest field I've ever done, though. You are not finished. Why do you think you're finished? I'll probably have to help this guy. He might back up far enough, but I got the impression that he might not. Nope. Hey, go on, man. All right, that time he did it right. So we've got this pass, one more pass coming back this way, and then when we go back, we will go up to the other end and bring it down over on the other side. We'll start up there at the top. Okay, that got all of it. Good. So now when we come back down to the house, we will transition. Yeah, that's going to work out good. We're going to start up here on this end, guys, and work our way back down towards the house. And then we'll connect these two sides. Yeah, good, very good. Let's see, let's get our truck, and we'll just go ahead and take it over to the other side. Let's see. I don't really want to start that yet. Maybe I could do another row of fertilizer. Come on, stop. Whoa, we're almost out of fertilizer. I did not realize that. I may have to go buy some fertilizer. Well, not buy it, but get it. I've been having my helpers buy it. But they're running out now. Oh, I'm going to have to go buy some fertilizer. Or go get fertilizer. I don't need to buy it. I'm going to have to go get it. So let me see what the harvester's doing. Alright, I think we're okay. Let's take this guy. Where are we at? Yeah, we got to go back to the farm and get fertilizer. I don't know where there is another fertilizer, but I'm sure there is one somewhere where we can buy fertilizer. I just don't know where it's at. Might have to buy it from the store. And I don't want to do that, so we'll just run back to the farm. And we get free fertilizer. No, well, we might as well get maintenance while we're here. We don't really need it right now, but it's not going to hurt nothing to go ahead and fix it. The weight you don't really need to worry about because, well, we're actually, because it doesn't, does this one have the lights? No, this one does not have the lights. And we just refueled it also. Free fuel, right there in that white tank, free fuel. I think what I want to do, whoops, went the wrong way. Okay. Now we can go ahead and get this guy back over there. Oh. Now what I'm hoping is that when the harvester gets down to the edge near the house where we brought our other side of our field down to, I'm hoping this thing will just line right up and just start working all the way across the field down here. I'm hoping it works out that way. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And I kind of have to help make it work out. All right, guys, I got to take a quick break. I'll just let you ride along with him or her. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Had to go to the kitchen, get something to drink. Get me some Coke Zero. Oh, we have been live streaming for just over 2 hours, guys. About 2 hours and 10 minutes now. Got a few more passes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I hope the alignment works out. I'm not sure it will. Let's see. This might work out pretty good. think it's going to work out all right. Yep, perfectly, actually. Well, it might be like one row difference. It's going to work. It's going to cover. That's what we wanted. That's great. Now our alignment could not have been much closer. All right, let's get ready to grab our truck. All right. Well, not too much longer, and we'll at least have the harvesting done. I do have some of the fertilizing done already. And then the cultivator and the seeder, once I do a couple of headland rows, get some things kind of taken care of, then I will I kind of have to figure out how I'm going to do the alignment, or the, if I'm going to multitask, especially on a field where the edges are not, straight lines, it's much more difficult to multitask. we might as well take this up to the other side over there and go ahead and fertilize that side on down this way. I don't normally do that, but this time I'm going to, I'll do something a little bit different than what I normally do. Let's just do this. Let's just turn this thing on. Let's get going. Fertilizing. I didn't notice that it flashed up in green up there that the helper had stopped working. It's hard to see that green. I do kind of I actually hold my controller off my footstool here. I leaned back with my headphones plugged in and it pulled the controller off the footstool. Oh, come on, you're not finished. You just think you're finished. Well, I guess that guy was finished because they quit and I had to hire another one. All right, guys, we have been live streaming for 2.5 hours now. 2.5 hours, because I started right at midnight, and it is now 2:30 in the morning, where I live. 2:30 in the morning. Oh, again, come on, dude. Stop. What do we got? 2 more passes. 2.5, maybe. Maybe 3 by the time we get all the way down to that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, maybe 3 plus. A thin strip. I don't know why. I don't understand why these helpers keep doing this. Yeah, it looks like it's going to leave a little tiny thin strip. So we'll just, once it, well, we'll pick it up as we go by. We might as well empty that thing because it's not going to be able to finish it. It would not being emptied anyway, so. Now, as soon as we reconnect with the harvested side over here on this other edge, we're just going to stop and back up. It'll save us a little bit of space there. All right. Let's just stop this right here for a second. We'll get our truck. Now, I am not going to return all this stuff to the farm right now. We will do that as we have other equipment working in the field. So, like, once I get the cultivator going and working on its own, I will, like, take the harvester back and then the truck or whatever order I take them in. We'll just get them ready to go. Okay. Okay. Now we can finish fertilizing. Let's see here. Where do I want to start? It doesn't really matter. Start right there. I am glad we get free fertilizer and free fuel, because it makes it worth the drive back to the farm. Oops. If that's what has to happen in order for us to, because like we could put a helper spreading this fertilizer. I will do that now. Actually, I need to reposition myself just a little bit. I can actually be over this way. But we can do all the fertilizing ourselves because we do get free fertilizer and free fuel. So we could do all of it ourselves, but we would have to drive back and forth across the map. That's why I used a helper on the bigger fields, just so I don't have to drive back and get more. But if we could do that, because it's free, it would make it, you know, worthwhile. But we don't really need to do that. All right, we are ready to cultivate. Which is awesome. There's a lot of tire tracks in this field. I don't like leaving tire tracks in the fields, but we can't help it sometimes. And we are going to cultivate it, which will help take those out, but eventually we'll get more. Okay, so where is my cultivator? It is ready to go. Nice. Here we go. And we're going to do a headland row all the way around. We're going to go all the way around back to where we just started right here. Now, for the most part, we could do this without the headland road, but I like to stay away from the creek. That'll help keep the helper away from it a little bit more. Actually, I should do two. I should do two headland rows. We'll see. If I do two headland rows, then I could do, well, I might ought to do three. I'm just trying to think about if I start. It's hard to do the cedar because the cedar also needs to do a headland row all the way around to keep it away from all this stuff. So that means I have to do like 3 headland rows with the cultivator. Well, I think I will do 2 headland rows with the cultivator, and I will do 1 with the cedar. And that might work. It might be okay. Kind of concerns me, but get back over there now. We're getting too far away from the edge. I don't want to leave stuff undone. This is a pretty long trip around this field, guys. At least around the perimeter. If you just follow the perimeter, it's a pretty good little drive. Well, I don't think I'm going to be doing a second headland row, guys. I think I'm just going to put the helper to work here in a minute. That way I can set the controller down. My hand's hurting. But before we can do that, let's take care of this. Let's fix this spot right here. We'll come out just a little bit. We'll do, actually we'll do two little passes right here. One really is not enough on this side, just on this one side, because we want the tractor to have room to turn around when it gets back down by this part. Whoops. That's kind of funny. It's alright, it'll respawn and it'll be perfectly fine. You'll never know that I crashed into it. And then we'll just pull two little passes right there, because that'll help keep it gives them plenty of room so you can turn around. And we'll just start back up here. We're just giving it a little bit of space here, guys. That's all we're doing. Now, we'll go back to our headland road. Now, let's see. That might be like just about right. Actually, I'm going to move it just a little bit. Just to make sure down on this end we catch everything. And we are going to let that helper run. Let him move down the field a little bit. Then we may start to get the seeder going. Get us some soybeans back in here. Where is our seeder? Let's take a look right quick. And it is on soybeans, yes. So that's what we want. We did start in the right spot, which I like. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Now this cultivator will cover this whole field faster than the seeder because it's bigger, it's a little bit bigger. And it operates at a little bit faster speed also, so. I really need to put in a second headland row because then I can do one headland row with the seeder and actually do multitasking. I have to be able to give space though between these two pieces of equipment. If I just do one headland row with the cultivator and then do a headland row with the cedar, the cultivator is going to end up cultivating up everything we just planted. So I have to be able to get enough space between the two operations where they don't affect one another. So I think what I'm going to do right here is once we get right up here at the edge, I'm going to I'm just going to go ahead and put in a second headland row. So we can stop right there. And then I'll just take over from here. We'll do a second headland row, and then I'll let the helper run a couple of passes so my hand can rest for a minute. And then I'll probably do a third one. And the reason for the third one is because I don't get a full second pass. I'm overlapped. Look here, guys. I have to make sure. The problem is, if I have, even here, if I have on this edge of the field one pass right here with the planter, and I go all the way around the field as this cultivator is going back and forth this direction, when it comes to the edge of the field over here, it's going to be coming from the other side. It's going to come up here. It's going to get like this. And over here where there's seed in the ground on this edge, it's going to think it's supposed to cultivate that. And it's just going to pull straight across it like that and cultivate it right back up again. So I have to be careful if I'm going to multitask with headland rows and stuff, because they're very difficult. If you're doing a square field with square edges, it's not a big deal, but when you are working with all these curved edges that I put on fields when I create them, that I don't really need a helper. But that's why I need to do 3 headland rows, so I can get enough space that this helper will not go mess up our other work. And my concern is that 2 headland rows, the way I do it, because I do get some overlapping, so I don't get the full 2 rows, is not going to be enough. I think I'm going to have to. It concerns me. I don't know if it'd be enough or not. I've never tried it. I've not experimented, but I just don't know if it would be enough or not. And I don't want to have to come back and fix it. It's a process. I have to come back and fix all this stuff if they mess it up. So I'm going to do one more row here, one more headland row. I will let the helper make a few passes, let my hand rest a few minutes, and then we'll do a third one. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do one headland row with the cedar, and then we'll get the helper started in the cedar. And we'll do some multitasking. This is a good field for multitasking. So we'll do it. I don't always like to multitask. Sometimes I like to just do the one step at a time. But multitasking looks kind of cool when you can look at it and you can see you've got more than one helper out in the field doing stuff at a time. Maybe I'm talking too much. Everybody's leaving. Now, like I said, we'll just put the helper back in here, and we'll let the helper take a few passes. I'll let my hand rest for a few minutes, and then we'll grab our cedar. Well, I'll do one more headland row first. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do a third headland row. I think I'll be more comfortable with that third headland row. Oh. But we'll let this guy make a couple passes first. Let my hand rest for a minute. Now we'll let it go up there to the barricades and then come back, and then we'll take one more trip around the field in this one. And then we will do one headland row with the cedar, and I will get it started. Okay. Now we're going to do one more time around, guys. Or one more time around with the cultivator. This will make me feel more comfortable that I'm far enough away that the cultivator's not going to mess up our cedar, the work that we do with our cedar. Because I need at least one headland row for the cedar. I'm concerned it will end up in the river if we don't put in a headland row. didn't miss a spot. Alright, put them back to work. Now I'll let my hand rest for a couple of minutes. Where's my cedar? There it is. And we'll start this one out just like we did the other one. But let's check. Okay. Everything's looking good. 1, 2, okay, only 2 clicks. Okay, so we're going to start about like this. And we'll just do 1 row. Now this is a real long drive in this one. Now right here, guys, we're going to do the same thing we've been doing. We're going to come in here and fix this. Stop. Hit the wrong button. And now I do that often, so. Oops, I forgot to turn it on too. I'm getting really tired, that's why. We're just going to pull in a couple passes right here, guys, so they can. They'll have room to get turned around when they run down through here. That should be enough. If it's not, we'll help it when it comes to it. Oh, I need to do this edge right here too. And then we'll do one on this side. Like this. Okay, I think we got everything there. Looks like it. Okay, now we can go check on our cultivator. Whoops, went the wrong way again. See how it pulled out right over to where we just got through planting that? If that had been any closer, it would have went over there and cultivated. And just then ruined what we just got through doing. That's why I needed that third headland with the cultivator. Oh, I'm getting tired, guys. It is 3:30 in the morning where I live. Well, 3:25. We have been live streaming for almost 3.5 hours, 3 hours and 25 minutes. And we got a ways to go. I've just got to keep an eye on this guy now. We'll come back to him in a couple of minutes. I went the wrong direction. There we go. Okay, so this guy should be okay. This guy will work pretty good by himself. We keep an eye on it. Hello, how are you? Art 85. Sorry, I couldn't read your name there for a second. I had to get my glasses. So you doing okay tonight, this morning? It's 3:30 in the morning where I live. So we are cultivating and planting soybeans in this field right here. That's what we're working on. You still there, Art? Okay, now what I'm going to do right here, okay, hey Art, consider subscribing, please. But thank you for coming. Yeah, I hope I see you again. I need to go see what's going on with this little strip that I'm seeing. What is this right over here, guys? See this line? What is that? And will it come out? It did. Well, how in the heck did we miss that? Well, interesting. Well, at least we got it. That's what matters most. That's what matters most. We got it. Okay. This guy has a long way to go. We'll just go back and forth and keep an eye on them. That's about all we can do. welcome to the stream, or welcome back, whichever the case may be. We're still working on getting some cultivating done and some soybeans planted. I gotta stay with this guy here for a minute now. We're just riding along, switching back and forth between the seeder and the cultivator. I just realized there's a pretty big lag. There's probably 15, 20-second lag. Wow. I don't know how that got messed up. On my TV, on my gameplay, right now, I'm clear at the other side of the field, turning around at the other end of the field. That's how much lag there is. That's how far behind YouTube is behind what's happening. It's taking them that long to render all this. I've never seen that long of a delay before. And that's weird. I wondered why on one screen I was cultivating and on the other seed I was planting seeds. I was like, wait a minute, that's not what I'm doing. Wow. That is a huge delay. So you guys are still seeing the seeder, and I've been working in the cultivator for the last 20 seconds or more. You're just now catching up, and I've done 2 rows with that cultivator already, 2 passes. Alright guys, I do not know what's going on with YouTube. YouTube is just messed up. It's, I don't know, losing its connection. It's not working. So I'm going to end this live stream right here before it just completely ends abruptly. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to end this live stream. We'll just start the next one right here where we're sitting, and we'll get everything finished up. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, God bless.